Okay, so next technique we're gonna do is, this is when our opponent is gonna cross his feet, but this is when he's gonna send us forward, so we've gotta be quick to triangle our legs before he sends us forward, okay? So again, I'm gonna come around to the sit, boom, I'm securing, he crosses his feet, then he sends me forward, and right away I've gotta make sure I triangle here, okay? Now he sent me forward, okay? I have to break this lock still before I can start trying to just arch up, because he's got the power of his other leg on top. So even though his leg's extended, it's not enough for me to get this finished. Not all the time, especially since I'm dealing with the strength of his other leg. So I'm gonna do a big scoop under here with my outside arm, scoop underneath, and you wanna be as close to the heel as possible, and I have to go elbow deep here, okay? Then I'm gonna post on the mat with my hand, open my triangle, come back up in the sit, and then you keep this arm where it is. I'm gonna shoot this one through, grab my bicep, this one grabs the heel, and then we're gonna do the same break lock we did earlier. Here, I'm gonna open, and then I can go to either side I want to go finish here. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna sit around, he's gonna shoot us forward again, and then this is if his legs were like very, very heavy on the ground, and maybe he starts sitting up on us, and so we couldn't just pick the leg back up, right? So I'm going here, boom, coming around, he sends me forward, here, and I got triangle my leg. Now, this is kind of when he's seated up. It's a little bit tough to pick this up, and let's just say I'm a little tired or something, right? Picking this up is a little bit tough. He's sitting up on me, he's giving me problems, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna attack the toe hold here. Just give him something else to think about. We can tap him with this, and we can also get back to our knee bar too. When we're doing this too, I don't have to unlock his legs. So I'm gonna stay down like I was, same arm outside. I'm gonna slide my hand inside and just attack the toes here. Now make sure you're down here. Like I don't want to be here on the bulk of his foot here, right down by the toes, and my other arm that's gonna be locking here. Make sure that's nice and at the end of the foot here. Like you don't want your elbow way back here when you're trying to toe hold somebody. So I'm gonna be nice and close and keep this thing to my chest. Now when I start to go for my finish, it's gonna be a couple rows. I'm gonna have to kind of row them in. Now, when we get a little bent here, I want you guys to think about this knee. This knee has gotta be in this armpit, okay? And just like we did in episode 5 with the toe hold finish when he triangles his legs, I wanna keep the knee on this side of my arm, okay? So I'm coming in, finishing here, okay? Now that I've got it bent, now we start playing our finish, and think of it like a crunch, like my whole body's doing a crunch. Not my arms, but my body till I get the tap, okay? Trying to put his toe like towards his butt, okay? Now, something to think about as we go. There's gonna be a lot of different ways he's gonna react. If I don't turn to my side that much, say I'm just facing down, I get the toe hold and he extends, I have to be ready to get the finish here. But if I'm going a little bit to my side, when he goes, and go ahead and just stop right there, Bendy, here, we have to be ready to finish. So I like having the foot on this side when we finish facing up. We've gone through all these finishes, but we have to be ready to hip up to finish, or if he continues to go, I've got to open and cross my feet, because that's usually what people will miss it here. Make sure you switch from the triangle to crossing your feet here, and then get your finish. Okay, so next one we're gonna go over as far as breaking the locks is if the guy triangles his legs. There's a couple different ways to clear this, okay? But this is gonna be one of the strongest locks that you're gonna have to break and everything. So we've got to drill this. So I'm gonna come around, coming through, and throwing my arm through. Now we talked about this a little bit before, especially if we're wearing MMA gloves. It's gonna be a little bit tougher to switch our arms, we want to have this outside arm in so we could free our inside arm to move this, okay? We don't want to get too much in the habit of throwing this one through because it's just too tough. And now it's going to be hard to get my hand out, especially if I have a glove on. Grappling, you might be a little lucky. You can straighten this leg out and yank your arms through. Sorry about that. But when we have gloves on, it's going to be a little bit tough. So you want to make sure as you're coming around, boom, outside arm in here, okay? Freeze up this hand. Now what we're going to do is, as he's triangling, I'm not strong enough to pull this thing up like this, so I've got to pull it to me this way, like as if he's doing like a butterfly stretch. So I'm going here to his heel. I'm going to pull it to me. Now as I pull this to me and it breaks, I want to start sliding this arm like up to his foot here. And then we'll go down. And then we'll apply our finish and get our tap.